Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Postgame Podcast. This is the postgame show for the Pacers versus Detroit Pistons. We don't quite have a final, but right now it's 115 to 109. The game's pretty much in the bag. I had no intentions of going live after the game. I was going to relax, enjoy the rest of the game. And it's not so much that I went live because we lost. It's kind of the way we lost. Um, this one was kind of a tough pill. I knew the game wasn't over. The Pacers are a good team. They're a good deep team. They're gonna win a lot of games this year, whatever. But okay, we got to find a 115, 109. But it's I just couldn't stomach some of the mental errors that we made. Um, I don't want to single anybody out, but and he's young, he's a rookie, he's gonna make mistakes like that. We've kind of saw some of the immaturity in the preseason, but Ron Holland, we cannot have any more of these ridiculous mistakes. Now, the second one may not have been his fault, but certainly the first one when Cade Cunningham hit the shot. I think it was the end of the third quarter. That's what it was. It was the end of the third quarter. Cade Cunningham makes a shot with not much time left on the clock. Ron Holland runs onto the court. There wasn't a lot of time left, but there was just enough time left to where the Pacers weren't even going to attempt a shot at the rim, but he just got caught up in the moment, ran out on the court, tried to stop himself, and the ref saw him. Now, so the game was 90 to 82. So fine. Mathurin makes the shot, makes the free throw, the technical free throw, and they're down by 7. But something about the momentum and just giving away meaningless points just gave you the feeling that this is not going to be good. So Tyrese Halliburton struggled the entire game. He made 1 3. I think he was 1 for 8 today. But TJ McConnell had it going. We could not guard that man. They threw Holland on him. They threw everybody. They threw everybody but the kitchen sink on that man, and he was just elusive, getting to the basket, and we could not stop him. We just couldn't stop him. I don't think he took any jumpers. I think he made all layups. And I was wondering, I was like, are they even going to put Halliburton back in the game? Because this guy was cooking. Another thing, Miles Turner to start the second half. See what we got in here. Troy McConnell was making, oh my, it was insane. But Miles Turner, they could not stop the stop and pop. Duran just refused. He was in drop coverage, and he just sat back and he just was knocking down 3 after mid range. We could not stop him. We tried to throw Stewart on him. We know Stewart is limited, but he did a decent job. But yeah, Duran defensively continues to struggle. But yeah, Ben Mathurin had it going. He had 19. Yeah, he had it going in the second half. Siakam was solid. He had 9 assists. That's crazy. He had the most assists on the team. I didn't know he was playmaking like that. I'm assuming that he was one of the people that was feeding Turner for some of those stopping those pick and pops. But yeah, we just one of the things that I was worried about was defense being able to put your best defender out there. Obviously, we weren't hitting the threes that we were hitting in the second half. I mean, in the first half. Tobias Harris didn't missed a couple. He didn't score a single point in the second half. I think he had 13 in the first half. Cade Cunningham was on fire. He was in a different bag. He mid-range, spin move, post moves, shooting threes. He had it going all in the second half quite a bit. But yeah, we just went ice cold. Fontecchio didn't score a single point. Holland didn't play very much. Oh, I didn't even speak on so the second tech. I don't even know if it's technically on it. If they technically gave it to Holland. Hold on. We had Halliburton down. Wish we could have won that. Yeah, that would have been a nice way to start the year against a divisional opponent at home. Mr. My City Man. I mean, one word says a lot, doesn't it? Um, but yeah, Ron Holland. So we ended up having six guys on the court. This was right. This was kind of right after the original one. Team Tech. Yeah, that was. Oh my god, that pissed me off to no. I'm not gonna lie. I broke something after um after that second tech. I definitely broke something. Uh, But yeah, we ended up so Cade, there was some confusion there. Cade comes onto the court and he's pointing and he's signaling, and then we're waiting for Tobias Harris, Stewart, and somebody else to come into the game. But Cade pushes it up the court. Holland is calling for the ball in the corner, and lo and behold, we had six guys on the court. Now, ultimately, it had to have been him because they end up sitting him down after they discover the situation. But yeah, obviously you're wide open. There's six guys on the court to their five. So that was the second technical that Matherin made. And by that point, I think they cut the lead to 1 point. So the momentum is gone. They are just rolling. We're already Ben Matherin hit how many threes he hit? It was certainly the TJ McConnell and Ben Matherin show in the second half, but Matherin went just 2 for 3 from three, but they were big ones. They were definitely big ones. McConnell had 14. He went 7 for 8. We couldn't stop him. And it's crazy because his plus minus was still -11 after all that. I don't even know how that's possible. Um, I guess the Detroit bench had it going or some of the bench had it going because McConnell ended up being -11. I didn't even get a chance to talk about Wiseman. Wiseman he was aggressive. He's definitely playing with a purpose. He tried to shoot a three, tried to shoot an elbow shot, but he had it going early. Had a bucket in transition, but he had a contactless injury early in the first quarter, which is unfortunate. Holland got cooked by McConnell and had that tech blunder. He looked like moment was too big for him. We need a SAR back and maybe send Holland down to get more reps. I mean, I don't know about sending him down. I just think that he wasn't using his head. I mean, he is 19 years old, but come on. Turner in the third, though. Yeah. Turner was hot out the gate in the third quarter. They saw something. They saw something in the at halftime and exploited it. And we couldn't stop it. We just don't have I mean, Stewart is pretty versatile, but we need a more just a more versatile big defensively. Duran doesn't protect the rim very well, and he doesn't guard the perimeter very well, and that is not a good combination. Stu is not it. Yeah, yeah. That three in the corner would have been nice. He looked like he kind of rushed it. Fontecchio just doesn't look confident. He like he was looked like he was hesitating and just wasn't sure of his shot. But when he's confident, like he was in that last game, he can knock down some shots. I have faith in him. Stu, yeah, I don't know. He brings something to the court. I'm not going to act like he just doesn't do anything. He's definitely physical out there. He's definitely somebody that you feel his presence. Pause when he's out there. Would have liked to see Sass get some PT. Yeah, he's okay. He's just a liability. McConnell cooked him too in the first half. I don't know. I didn't really see room. I didn't really see room for him. Being that Hardaway and Beasley did have really good first halves, they just went non-existent in the second half. Reed didn't play. Reed, you can tell by preseason that Reed is not in the rotation right now. He only got garbage minutes in the preseason. Stewart's ahead of him right now. But that may change. I do like Reed, at least defensively. He's got a nice mid-range shot, but right now Stu has the edge as far as first big man off the bench. Mr. My City, I appreciate you tuning in. My boy Troy, he's always in the building. Um, but yeah, I didn't really want to do a long show, but that that second half was very frustrating. And there's going to be games like that. We still have some young players. I think we have enough veteran guys to kind of offset some of the silly young guy plays. Bickerstaff, I mean, he advocated very heavily for that second tech. I mean, he just looked befuddled at the first one, like, really? Is that really happening? But the second one, yeah, he kind of took up for whoever's fault it really was. But I don't know. Somebody's got to leave the court. That's not the ref's fault. Troy said, I didn't know we had Walton as a coach. He's going to help us a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen him a lot on the bench, but I have seen him in the practices. But yeah, we have, as far as former players, we have a lot of guys. Jared Jack. I saw Michael Curry. I think Michael Curry's still in the front office as well. But yeah, of course, Luke Walton. Saw some promise though, but it's going to be a rough month. Yeah, I mean, that's the reason why it was imperative that we got a win like that today, is because we do have so many tough teams, and that was a very winnable game. We were very much in control of the first half, and just making stupid technical fouls where we just give them points for nothing, where they don't even have to work for. I mean, it looked easy enough in the second half. We certainly didn't need to give them any points, but we did, and ultimately that hurt us. And I could kind of see it. I could kind of see it coming, because you just get that feeling. We've seen enough losing basketball to know what plays are going to hurt us, and those did. I mean, it's going to be okay. I'm sure Ron Holland's going to beat himself up a little bit about it. I think he should beat himself up about it, because those are mental errors. It's different if you get a charging play, or you foul them because you were playing too aggressively. That's one thing, but mental errors are the ones that really hurt. That charge overturn changed the momentum for sure. Yeah, I think that Nemhart kind of leaned into that one. I think that was, yeah, the refs kind of cooked us in the second half, but yeah, the refs kind of cooked us in the second half, but a lot of that was self-induced. The charge could have went either way. I think Nemhart, that was a decent play. That was a 50-50 play, but some things are just unacceptable. And you just don't know where this leads. Like, if God forbid, I don't want to put it out there, but you lose the next couple games, you look back on this one like, we should have had that. Should have had it. So, but I'm not gonna hold y'all. Subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube. And that's how you get the raw, uncut footage as it's happening. And of course, subscribe to Corner to Copa Post Game Podcast to get the audio side of things. It's your boy Foster Child. I'm out.